A very good morning students, this is Priya, your science teacher. In this video I will explain you the chapter number 10 of your NCERT textbook, that is reaching the age of adolescence. This is a very important and interesting chapter to understand. So in this chapter we will learn about the different primary and secondary changes that occurs in a particular person's body during the age of adolescence and puberty, and how the different hormones they influence these changes in our body. And we will also learn about the reproductive health and about the sex determination and about the personal hygiene, or about the balanced diet that we should take during this period of life. So let us start that firstly about what is adolescent or what is puberty. As you all know that growing up is a very natural process. But there is a certain period of life when our body it undergoes several primary and secondary changes leading to the reproductive maturity, which is known as adolescence. Okay. During the phase of adolescence, the human body it undergoes various types of hormonal changes, various types of body shaping changes, various type of secondary characters that change during in our body during this phase. Adolescence it generally begins around the age of 11 years and lasts up to 18 or 19 years. But this differs person to person, so there is nothing to worry about. Since this period it covers the teen age, for example 13 to 19 years of age, so adolescents they are also called as teenagers. In girls, this adolescence may begin a year or two earlier than the boys. Also, the period of adolescence it varies from person to person. So the human body that undergoes several changes during this adolescence, these changes marks the onset of puberty, that you are now reproductive mature enough. So the most important change which marks the puberty is that the boys and girls they become capable of reproducing, or they become capable to reproduce. So puberty ends when an adolescent it reaches the reproductive maturity fully. So let us understand what are these changes during the adolescence and puberty that occurs in the bodies of boys and girls. The changes at puberty. सबसे पहला चेंज जो हमारी बॉडी में आता है that is increase in height. ठीक है, whether it is a male or whether it is a female. During the period of puberty, there is a sudden increase in height because at this time our bones bones of the arms and legs they generally elongate and makes the person tall. For example, you can perform the activity by which you can calculate a full height of a particular person. ठीक है, आपको एक टेबल दिया हुआ है, ठीक है, जिसमें एज एक साइड पे एज दी हुई है कि एक पर्सन है जो 8 इयर्स का है, एक 9 इयर्स का है. परसेंटेज ऑफ फुल हाइट जो मैक्सिमम और हाइट जो बॉयज और गर्ल्स की होती है उसका कितना परसेंट उसने रीच कर लिया है, तो इससे हम उसकी जो रिसेंट जो हाइट है वो हम कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. दैट इज कैलकुलेशन ऑफ फुल हाइट. प्रेजेंट हाइट उसकी कितनी सेंटीमीटर्स में डिवाइडेड बाय परसेंटेज ऑफ फुल हाइट एट दिस एज, इनटू कर देंगे हम इसे 100 से, ये आ जाएगा हमारा फुल हाइट जो उस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ अ बॉय इज 9 years old and it is 120 centimeter tall, so he have reached the 75% of his height at this age. So at the end of the growth period he is likely to be 160 centimeter tall. So you can calculate his height by 120 divided by 75%, that is 75 into 100, that is 160 centimeter tall. So you can calculate a particular person's height by this activity. So like you can see in the graph, this graph shows the percentage of height with age in case of boys and girls. You can notice the graph and you can observe that initially the girls they grow faster than the boys, but by about 18 years of age both boys and girls they reach their maximum height. So the rate of growth in height it varies in different individuals. Some may grow suddenly at the puberty and then slows down, while others may grow gradually. All the parts of the body during the age of puberty they do not grow at the same rate. Sometimes the arms and legs or hands and feet of adolescents they look oversized and out of proportion, but there is nothing to worry about. But the other parts they catch up and result in a proportionate body after some time. Sometimes the height it depends on the genes inherited from the parents, okay, or the types of nourishment or the types of balanced diet that we take. So it depends on all of these factors. The next change is change in the body shape. This is the very important change that distinguishes between the boys and girls. In case of boys, during puberty, their shoulders generally broaden as a result of growth. But in case of girls, the region below the waist, it becomes wider because of the reproductive changes. So in case of boys, the muscles of the body, they grow more prominently than in the girls. Thus, these changes occurring in the adolescents, boys and girls are distinguished based on these type of changes. नेक्स्ट इज दी वॉइस चेंज. डिड यू एवर नोटिस्ड, आपने कभी नोटिस किया हो कि बॉयज और गर्ल्स की एज है उसकी पिच अलग होती है, फ्रीक्वेंसी बहुत अलग होती है, ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द वॉइस बॉक्स. ठीक है, एट द एज ऑफ प्यूबर्टी द वॉइस बॉक्स और वी कैन से द लिरिंग्स इट बिगिंस टू ग्रो, बट इन केस ऑफ बॉयज इट डेवलप्स लार्जर वॉइस बॉक्सेज. The growing voice boxes in boys can be seen as a protruding part of the throat. Like you can see in this picture, this is known as Adam's apple. This generally grows out of the way in case of boys, but in case of girls, the larynx is hardly visible because it is very small in size. So generally girls have a high-pitched voice, whereas boys they have a deep voice. In adolescent boys, sometimes the muscles of the growing voice box go out of the control and their voice becomes harsh. So this state may remain for a few days or weeks after which the voice it becomes normal. So these are some changes. Next is the increase in the activity of sweat gland and sebaceous gland. During the phase of puberty, in both cases, in cases of male and in cases of female, the secretion of sweat glands and the secretion of oil glands in our skin, it increases. So many young people or the many teenagers, many adolescents, they probably get acne and pimples on the face at this time because of the increased activity of these type of glands in the skin. The next is the development of sex organs. During the age of puberty, the male sex organs like the testes and penis, they develops completely, and the testes they begins to produce sperms every day. In case of girls, the ovaries it enlarges in size and the eggs inside it begins to mature and they starts to release one by one every month. So also the ovaries they start releasing the matured eggs. So these are the development of sex organs during the puberty. The next is the reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. During this age, as you all know that adolescence it is basically a period of change in a person's way of thinking. ठीक है, इस टाइम पे जो पर्सन की मेंटल स्टेट है इट इज़ वेरी डिफरेंट as compared to the matured persons or as compared to the child. Adolescence is a very different kind of period in which person's way of thinking is changed. Adolescents they generally they feel more independent or they become more self-conscious as compared to the other people. The intellectual development it takes place and they tend to spend considerable time thinking. ठीक है, इंटेलेक्चुअल डेवलपमेंट का मतलब है जो मेंटल डेवलपमेंट है जिससे हमारी थिंकिंग कैपेसिटी या हमारी मेंटल कैपेसिटी जो है वो इंक्रीज होती है ड्यूरिंग द एज ऑफ एडोलेसेंस. इन फैक्ट इट इज ऑल्सो द टाइम इन वंस लाइफ एंड द ब्रेन हैज द ग्रेटेस्ट कैपेसिटी फॉर लर्निंग. ड्यूरिंग एडोलेसेंस हमारी ब्रेन की जो लर्निंग कैपेसिटी होती है वो सबसे पीक पे होती है. तो इस टाइम पे जब हम कोई भी चीज़ ग्रैब करते हैं इट रिमेन्स विद अस थ्रू आउट दी लाइफ. समटाइम्स एन एडोलेसेंट्स में फील इनसिक्योर while trying to adjust these changes in the body and mind. ठीक है, हमारी बॉडी में जो एडोलेसेंस के टाइम पे जो चेंजेस होते हैं तो इससे कई बार जो पर्टिकुलर पर्सन है वो कॉन्शियस फील करने लगता है, इनसिक्योर फील करने लगता है कि मैं आई डोंट लुक ऑड इन फ्रंट ऑफ एवरीवन. सो देयर इज नथिंग टू वरी अबाउट. वी शुड देयर इज नो रीजन टू फील इनसिक्योर अबाउट. दीज चेंजेस आर अ नेचुरल पार्ट ऑफ आवर बॉडी एज दी ग्रोइंग अप. The next important is this development of the secondary sexual characters. ठीक है, हमारी बॉडी में जब रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स डेवलप होने लगते हैं, हमारे हार्मोन्स डेवलप होने लगते हैं तो उसकी वजह से हमारी बॉडी में कुछ सेकेंडरी सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टर्स भी इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. ठीक है, सेकेंडरी सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टर्स वो होते हैं जो कि डायरेक्टली रिप्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस में इन्वॉल्व नहीं है लेकिन उनका बहुत बड़ा रोल है उस प्रोसेस में. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल टेस्टिस एंड ओवरीज, दीज आर द रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स इन केस ऑफ मेल्स एंड फीमेल्स. They produce the gametes that is sperm and ova. So in case of girls generally the secondary sexual character है कि breast की development होने लगती है, जो mammary glands है उनकी development होने लगती है. Boys के केस में facial hair grow होते हैं, moustaches and beard they begin to grow. As these features these helps to distinguish between the male and female. So these are known as the secondary sexual characters. Also the boys they develop hair on their chest, the girls they develop hair on their arms and the region, and they both develop hair on the thighs and on the pubic region. These changes which occur at the adolescence, these are generally controlled by the different types of hormones. Hormones, as we all know, these are the chemical substances and they are secretion. These are the secretions that are secreted by the endocrine glands. These are special types of gland. These are mainly the glands which secrete their secretions directly into the bloodstream. So these glands, they release the male hormone which is known as testosterone, which begins to released by the testes at the start of the puberty or the adolescence age. This testosterone hormone in male, it is responsible for changing in the secondary sexual characters in case of boys. For example, the growth of facial hair, or the growth of shoulders, the body growth, the height, increase in height. So these are some factors that are responsible due to the secretion of the testosterone. In case of females, or once puberty is reached, the ovaries, they begin to produce the female hormone, for example estrogen, which makes the other secondary sexual characters to develop. For example, the development of breast, the milk secreting glands or mammary glands, they develop inside the breast. The production of these hormones, it is under the control of another hormone which is secreted from an endocrine gland called the pituitary gland. This is generally the master gland which releases these endocrine glands. Next is what is the role of these hormones in initiating the reproductive function. So here we can understand the functioning of these endocrine hormones. Endocrine glands, they generally release hormones into the bloodstream directly to reach a particular body part called the target site. This target site, it responds to the hormone. So there are many, it responds to the hormone and show various types of changes in our body. So there are many endocrine glands or ductless glands in the body. The testes and ovaries, they secrete sex hormones. Apart from them, the sex hormones, they are under the control of the hormones called the pituitary glands. The pituitary, it secrete many hormones like testes and ovaries, one of which makes ova mature in the ovaries and sperm form in the testes. So how this works? Firstly, the hormones, they from the pituitary gland, they stimulate the testes and ovaries. The pituitary gland, it releases some endocrine hormones which is known as follicle stimulating or the luteinizing hormone. They reach the testes and ovaries to release the testosterone in case of males and estrogen in case of females. After that, these the testosterone and estrogen, these are released in the bloodstream and reach the parts of the body or the target site, reach the various parts, reproductive parts of our body. So which stimulates the changes in the body at the onset of puberty, as in case, as I told you that in case of males, growth of facial hair, growth of shoulders, growth of body, and in case of females, onset of the menstruation or the starting of the milk secreting gland or the development of the breast. So these are some changes that occurs in the body at the onset of puberty under the influence of hormones. Next is the reproductive phase of life in humans in case of girls. In case of females, there is a very important process that starts during the onset of puberty. ठीक है, फीमेल्स के केस में जो रिप्रोडक्टिव फेज है उनकी लाइफ का, वो प्यूबर्टी से स्टार्ट हो जाता है 10 to 12 ईयर्स से. सो एंड और वो ख़त्म होता है 45 to 50 ईयर्स, जबकि उनके मेंस्ट्रुएशन स्टॉप हो जाते हैं. सो नॉर्मली होता क्या है प्यूबर्टी की एज में, जब 10 to 12 ईयर्स, इट डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन. किसी पर्सन में 11 ईयर्स में आता है, किसी में 13 ईयर्स में, किसी में 15 ईयर्स में. तो होता क्या है, जो ओवा होते हैं या फिर जो ओवरीज होते हैं वो मैच्योर हो जाते हैं फुली. उनके अंदर जो एग्स होते हैं वो फुली मैच्योर हो जाते हैं. एंड द वन ओवम मैच्योर्स, इट इज रिलीज्ड बाय वन ऑफ द ओवरीज वंस इन अबाउट 28 to 30 days. 28 after every 28 to 30 days, one egg is released from the ovary. So during this period, the wall of the uterus inside the female, it becomes thick so as to receive the egg. In case it is fertilized by the sperm and begins to develop, this results in a pregnancy, or this results in the formation of zygote. If the fertilization does not occur, then the released egg and the thickened lining of the uterus along with its blood vessels, they are shed off. This causes bleeding in women, which is called the menstruation. This menstruation period, it lasts for about 4 to 5 days, and menstruation, they occurs once in about every 28 to 30 days. Okay. The first menstrual flow in case of females, it begins at the puberty, that is 10 to 12 years, and it is termed as menarche. At 45 to 50 years, this menstrual cycle, it stops, and this stoppage of menstruation, it is termed as menopause. So this is a very important change in case of a female body. This menstrual cycle, it is generally controlled by the hormones. The cycle includes the maturation of the egg and its release, the thickening of the uterine wall, and the breakdown if the pregnancy does not occur. In case the egg is fertilized, it begins to divide and then embedded in the uterus for further development. Okay? So this is the very important change. Next is how the sex of the baby determined. Okay? Whether the particular zygote or the baby is boy or a girl. So how it is determined in case of humans. So let us understand the sex determination in case of humans. ठीक है, हमें पता है कि ह्यूमन बॉडी में जो होते हैं 23 पेयर्स ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स होते हैं, जिसमें 22 पेयर जो होते हैं वो मेल और फीमेल में सेम होते हैं. ठीक है, दोनों में बिल्कुल सिमिलर होते हैं, जिसे हम कहते हैं ऑटोजोम्स. ठीक है, जो लास्ट पेयर होता है, जो लास्ट वन पेयर होता है, दैट इज नोन एज सेक्स क्रोमोसोम. सो इट इज डिफरेंट इन फीमेल एंड इट इज डिफरेंट इन केस ऑफ मेल्स. In female it contains 2x chromosome and in male it contains 1x and 1y chromosomes. So फीमेल के केस में जब गैमीट फॉर्मेशन होती है तो दो टाइप के गैमीट होते हैं जो कि दोनों सिमिलर होते हैं, दैट इज एक्स. बट इन केस ऑफ मेल 2 types of gametes are formed during gamete formation, that is x and y. ठीक है, when the sperm containing the X chromosome it fertilizes with the egg having X chromosome, then the formation of zygote would have the 2X chromosome and it develops into a female child or it develops into a girl child. But if the sperm it contributes a Y chromosome and it fertilizes with the egg of having a X chromosome, then it forms one X and Y combination, then the zygote would develop into a male child or a boy child. So this is how the sex is determined in case of human beings. So now you will understand that how the sex chromosome of the fathers they determine the sex of an unborn baby. So the mother is responsible for the sex of her baby is completely a wrong assumption. So I hope you will understand this. Next is the hormones other than the sex hormones. So our pituitary gland it releases the testes and ovaries that releases the testosterone and the estrogen hormone. Apart from this, there are other endocrine glands that are released in our body such as thyroid, pancreas, adrenals. Like you can see in the picture that pituitary gland it is the master gland. It releases various types of gland or stimulates various types of gland. For example, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, pancreas which is a heterocrine gland, and the ovary it releases estrogen hormone, testis this releases the testosterone hormone. The thyroid gland it is responsible for the secretion of the thyroxine hormone which is responsible for the synthesizing of iodine or in the thyroid gland. Now adrenal gland it is responsible for maintaining the salt balance in our body, so it is generally helpful in the excretion process. It is generally used to absorb the water, or it is release the adrenaline gland that is basically called the emergency hormone, and it helps the body to adjust in case of stress or in case of anger or embarrassment. Okay, insulin it is the type of hormone that is present in the pancreas and it is responsible for maintaining the calcium levels or maintaining the glucose level in our body. The growth hormone is responsible for the growth of our body. So if the deficiency of thyroxine hormone, due to the deficiency of thyroxine hormone, there is a disease called goiter it occurs. This develops due to the deficiency of iodine in our food content. So we should take proper iodine content in our diet. If the deficiency of thyroxine it occurs, generally the swollen of thyroid gland it takes place. ठीक है, जो हमारा थायराइड ग्लैंड है वो स्वेल हो जाता है इन केस ऑफ गोइटर. इंसुलिन के केस में अब पर्टिकुलर पर्सन में सफर फ्रॉम डायबिटीज बिकॉज हिज पेंक्रियाज वाज नॉट एबल टू produce the hormone insulin and the insulin is not able to maintain the glucose level in the bloods. So these are some symptoms that occur due to the under secretion or the over secretion of these hormones. Next is the role of hormones in completing the life cycle of insects and frog. The role of hormones is very important in completing the metamorphosis process. As you all know, the changes from the larva to the adult in case of frogs and insects, this is termed as metamorphosis. Metamorphosis in insect, it is controlled by the insect hormone. In case of frog, It is controlled by the thyroxine hormone, the hormone produced by the thyroid gland. Thyroxine production requires the presence of iodine in the water. If the water in which the tadpoles are growing does not contain sufficient iodine, then the tadpoles they cannot become they cannot converted into adults. So these are the role of hormones in these life histories. The last topic of this chapter, that is reproductive health. It is a very important. Okay, in this during the period of adolescence and puberty, the physical and mental well-being of an individual is very important. To keep the body healthy, every human being at any age needs to have a balanced diet. It should maintain, he or she should maintain a personal hygiene, and he should take adequate physical exercise, take proper amount of balanced diet. First is the nutrition needs of the adolescent. Adolescents should have a balanced diet. Balanced diet means that the meals it include the protein, carbohydrate, fat and vitamin in a proper proportion. He should take the iron rich foods such as leafy vegetables, meat, citrus foods, and milk is a balanced food itself. Fruits can also provide nourishment for infants. Mother's milk is the provide all the nourishment that they need. So we should take a balanced diet during this age of period. Next is the personal hygiene. Everyone should bath at least once every day. It is necessary in case of teenagers because the increased activity of sweat glands sometimes it makes the body smell. So all the parts of the body should be washed and should be so as to avoid the bacterial infection. Girls should take special care of cleanliness during the time of menstrual flow or during the time of menstruation. So they should keep track of their menstrual cycle and be prepared before the onset of menstruation. Next is the physical exercise, walking or a little bit playing in the fresh air. It keeps your body healthy and fit, and you will feel fresh about it. So all young boys and girls should take walks and exercise, and they should play the outdoor games. Next is the say no to drugs. We should not consume drugs during the phase of adolescence. It is the period of much more activity in our body and mind, so which is a normal part of our growing up. So do not feel confused or insecure if anybody suggests that you will get relief if you take some drugs. Just say no unless prescribed by the doctor, because drugs, they are the addictive substances. If you take them once, you will feel like taking them again and again. So they harm the body in a long run. They ruin your health and they ruin your happiness. You must have heard about the AIDS. It is the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which is caused by HIV virus, which is a very dangerous virus, that is human immunodeficiency virus. This virus can pass on to from the normal person to the infected person by sharing the syringes in the hospitals or by injecting the drugs. It can also be transmitted to an infant from the mother through the milk, and the virus can also be transmitted through a sexual contact with the person infected with the HIV. The last is very important. I mean, there are some myths and there are some do's and don'ts that we should not believe in these myths and taboos that occurs in our society. For example, some people they contradict the scientific facts related to the human reproduction. So there are some many wrong assumptions that you should not believe in your life. For example, there are myths and taboos regarding the bodily changes that adolescents experience. Some of these are given below, that a girl becomes pregnant if she looks at the boys during the menstruation. So this is not so true. This is a very wrong statement. The mother is responsible for the sex of her child. This is not very true. A girl should not be allowed to walk in the kitchen during the menstruation. So these are some myths. They should not be believed and you should boycott them. Next is the adolescence pregnancy. It is a very sensitive topic. So you might be knowing that in our country the legal age for marriage is 18 years for girls and 21 years for the boys. So this is because teenage mothers are not prepared mentally or physically for the motherhood. Early marriage and motherhood can cause the health problems for mother as well as for the child. And it also degrade the mother. It also curtails the employment opportunities and may cause the mental depression. So you should avoid all these things. I hope you have understood this chapter very well. If you have any doubt, you can contact me anytime. Thank you.